Good day, everyone. This is Porsche Lajo here. Welcome to your favorite channel once again. So, guys, if you are new into this channel, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Then, guys, also please like the video if it helped you. Don't forget to also share with your friends and family, and also comment below with how was the video or how the video helped you, or the things that you need to be changed on the video, like the quality of the video and everything, or whatever that you did not like. So, guys, on this week, I was looking, as this is the beginning of August. This is the beginning of the new month, which is August, and I saw many pairs really forming into great opportunities on the market. But as you know, that I'll share only three analysis of pairs, or of pairs. So, guys, I want to let's just start, guys. Today we're going to analyze AUD, NZD, AUDNZD. We're going to analyze NASDAQ, and we're going to analyze, I think, USD. Let me just see. Yeah, we're going to analyze also EURJPY. So, as I just want to go through NASDAQ, I was analyzing it today. So I wrote a lot of stuff on it, so I do not want to lose my stuff that I wrote. So I'll just go through it with you all. So, guys, let's just start with NASDAQ 100. Let's just start with NASDAQ 100. Yeah, everything is fine now. Okay, we're on H4 time frame on NASDAQ. We're on H4 time frame on NASDAQ. Let me do this. Yeah. So as you can see, this is the NASDAQ chart, guys. This is the NASDAQ chart. We're going to focus on the main points here. As you can see, we see a key point here, over here. We see a key point, a very strong key point. Oh no, what can I do here to, okay, let me log them. Let me do this. I'll log my pattern. Okay, guys, this is giving me a problem, but for now, what can I do? What can I do? Okay, no problem. Let's just delete the analysis and start again, because it won't be a problem. I analyzed it. Okay, guys, we're starting on another 100. I'm very sorry about the taking so long with those. So let's just start from the beginning, guys. As you can see, we have the NASDAQ chart here, and we have some lower lows and higher highs, key points, which are called key points. So let's just first determine the key points on the market, because we are on the current marketplace. So let's just get to place our key points here. So this will be our first key point. Wait a minute, guys. Yes, this will be our first key point, as it is supporting this place again. So, guys, one thing again I want to touch with NASDAQ is that NASDAQ is on its highest peak. It's on its highest place. So basically, NASDAQ is just going up. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to just enter our trades and always trail stop, because NASDAQ is on its highest place. We cannot place our take profit. No, yeah, we cannot place our take profit because we do not have any place we can relate with that we can place our trade. It's on its highest level. So, guys, we better play it right and know how to place your trail stops. So, guys, going back to what we were talking about, we're looking at NASDAQ here. On NASDAQ, we see that we have some lower lows over here. Having those lower lows, let's just look at some higher high a bit. Then we see a higher high over here. It's a key point. I won't go into the middle ones because we are no longer going to use them, but we can also place them, because we might find that in some situations the market may come back into that point and hit that place. So let's just also place it as we place it. So guys, we have this lower place, we have the higher one, and we have the middle one. So guys, now we're looking at this key point. We're looking at this key point. The market has played here. On NASDAQ, we ate a lot of money through the past weeks that we've passed. Then we looked at this. We went deep into seeing this. The community wanted to take a sell here, but I told them that, guys, you cannot take a sell from this point because we saw many candlestick confirmations of rejections. But again, with the experience that I have, I saw that the market does this and also breaks the key points and all. So we just waited and saw what happens. So the market actually broke our key point. Impulsively, it broke it. But as I go deeper, I can see that there's something here, which is a correction, which has a confirmation of the buy. It is a confirmation of a buy. As we go to H1, I want you to see clearly on the rejection that we see here, because I see a rejection which was a confirmation of the breakout to take a buy trade. So we made this buy trade, but again the buy trade came down again to this point, and again we're looking at this point as being another higher high and created a W formation over here. It created a double top. But we're looking at the market that it rejected this place. On H1, you can see it very properly. The market rejected the key level, giving us more buying momentum. Then with my experience, I see that with this rejection and the market going up, it will pass this level, it will pass this key level. And yes, guys, so we can also place our buy stops on this level, like a few pips after, like here, then we can place our buy stop. But let's just go to H4 and see what we can see here, and see what we can get over here. So guys, as you can see on H4 time frame, that the market here has given us a very long rejection candlestick, so giving us more confidence to enter our buy trade. So we're looking to take the trade from here to just upwards. So guys, we'll be trail stopping. Actually, we'll be trail stopping immediately when the market's open. We'll enter our buys, and our first take profit can be over here. Then we can go with it, or we can just one-way trail stop. Then yes, guys. So that's the analysis for NASDAQ. This is the analysis for NASDAQ. It's actually easy. It's actually giving us a proper setup. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. You can see here the key levels are really working. The key levels are really working, guys. I also teach mostly about the key level in the community. So guys, the key levels are working very much, and they're working in situations like this. As you can see, NASDAQ is very hectic. NASDAQ is very hectic on these days. So guys, let's just move into currency pairs now. I'll just jump into AUD NZD, and AUD NZD will just recap because I've just made I've analyzed it and sent it analysis to my group, to my community. So guys, as you can see on AUD NZD, we had a channel here over here. The market has been on a buy momentum. Let me take you to day one time frame so that you may see. So the market, guys, has been playing onto these levels. The market has been playing on these levels. So by the market playing on these levels, we got another level by looking deeper. So we get that the market here gave us a bullish momentum, a strong bullish impulsive move. Then we corrected and we broke the correction, going up into this level. And again here the market gave us a touch, which even here, if you can relate, it is a second touch. But the market, as we look deeper, we see that the market wants to give us a third touch. But let's just go deeper into it. and I'll explain much deeper of how I got the analysis. So guys, as you can see, immediately after the breakout, I saw a corrections here. I saw corrections over here because I can see that the market corrected this place. The market was busy correcting, was busy giving us corrections and places to enter to scale in. It has been giving us opportunity to scale in onto this positions, onto this trade actually. So yes, guys, there were many opportunities on AUDNZD that we would have taken, but actually we missed them. But it's not a trend smash. Just now we're looking at the current momentum, current movement. We're looking at the trade that we're about to take. So guys, as you can see here, the market has formed a rising wedge. The market has formed a rising, yeah, I mean a rising wedge, giving us a rising wedge. Most of the time it means a reversal pattern. Most of the time it means a reversal pattern. A rising wedge is a reversal pattern. I'll actually make a plan to drop some candlestick patterns, so that you may see all the patterns that are included on it. So yeah. So guys, as we're going deeper, I'm very sorry about this video, guys. I've been distracted a lot, but we can continue and yeah, see our way through. So guys, as you can see, we have a rising wedge over here. We have a rising wedge over here that has been created. A rising wedge mostly means a reversal pattern. But again, we're not gonna use that fact saying that it's a reversal pattern. One thing I've noticed is that you may enter a trade by going with only saying that this is just this is a pattern, so you just take a trade with a pattern. But again, you must look at the full screen. You must look at everything that is happening, even on the history, so that you may see that when you're taking this trade, is this trade valid? Is this trade gonna actually go to my direction? Is this trade actually backed up by something? So what I've seen again is that the market will hit this place, giving us a second touch. But before we take our trade to a sell on this place, we will first wait for rejection candlesticks. That's what actually we must always do. You must wait for your candlestick. We're going to wait for our candlestick patterns to see if actually this is a reversal when it reaches this place. So now we're waiting for the market to reach this place. After the market reaching this place, we'll see what it does. It's either it breaks up or it rejects and gives us a reversal patterns, candlestick patterns. Then we go down with it. As you can see, I wrote over here that we're waiting for price to hit the key level at the price, then and wait for reversal candlesticks. Then we go short on AUDNZD. Our target will be over here. Our target will be on the lower low. Our target will be on the lower low, which is this place over here. So guys, this was AUDNZD. Please join the Telegram group so that I may send you more analysis, guys, and I may explain much better, because on this video I'm not feeling well today. I'm very, very sorry about that, but I had to do this video so that I may help you and I'm going to show you how I got to this place. So guys, yes guys, and I'll be upgrading into more things by getting a better studio to send videos, because I saw that again many people are complaining, saying that they want something more quality. So I'm just working on it. I'm working on creating a new office. But for now, let's just deal with this, because an office is the thing that won't mind for now. We're just looking at making the money, securing the bag. So guys, that was AUDNZD. We're now moving to EURJPY. So these are actually these are the things that I've analyzed. The top 3 pairs that I've analyzed with my my community. So guys, going forward into JPY, we're looking at EURJPY. The market has been on buying momentum. As you can see, this is a strong impulsive move. Then we take this as a correction, and again a strong impulsive move. So by this strong impulsive move, we're looking at this is at the lower low, and this will be our higher high. for the current situation that we're looking at now, current position we're looking at now. So as we go deeper, we see that the market has been going up impulsively, but as we're going impulsively, we will reach corrections also on our way. Then again, we see the market here has given us a double bottom, but it hasn't yet hit the level. So many people who took the sell from here, but again we saw that there's actually something, and again we meet again another rising wedge. We meet another rising wedge on EURJPY. Meeting another rising wedge, the wedge breaks the key point. So one thing, guys, I want to teach you is that, and I always teach the community that you must always look at how the market breaks out of either a channel or a key point or a level. You must always be careful of that, guys, because the market doesn't always break on the impulsive move. When the market breaks impulsively, that's the trade you must look forward into taking. But if the market breaks in a correction, you must be careful of that, because you must know that that is not a valid breakout. So as you can see, this is an example of what I'm speaking of currently. The market just broke correctively. So this is a market that this is a trade that we won't be looking into, because as you can see on this trade, the market broke into a correction side. So meaning that this is just a false out. This is just a false out. So we're looking at the market over here that has created a rising wedge. As it has created a rising wedge, the market has broke our rising wedge and also retested. I will show you on H1 clearly how it has retested our rising wedge. Then we're looking into taking into going short on this trade and just to our target, which is the lower low. Let's just go to H1 time frame, guys. I'm very sorry today, guys, that I did not start with you analyzing this, but today I was just working on many things. So guys, as you can see, the market has broken our channel, and it's going to retest it. Then we're going down with EJ, which is EURJPY. More setups will be sent on our Telegram page. On our Telegram channel, definitely more setups will be sent. So guys, I wanted to just go through this again with you all. I want to show you that you see this breakout. It created a correction which has broken, which gave us a confirmation of our buy. Then here we're looking at a correct a rejection. So this gives us more confidence to take our buy again. Talking about the matter of breaking out of a key point. Look at this. This broke out impulsively, because there's no channel forming over here. There's no channel at all forming over here. So this is a clear chart. So guys, thank you a lot, guys. I hope you understood, and I want to apologize once again for how the video wasn't very clear, but I hope that you grasp a bit of a knowledge from here and analysis and a bit of information from what I've shared with you all, guys. So guys, I want to thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to this page. Don't forget to like, to share with your friends and family, and also comment. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Shout out. It is all from your mentor. I'm out.